Schaefer Construction started in 1954 by my father and mother in their house in Audubon Park here in Louisville, Kentucky. In '54, he decided that maybe he should try this on his own. I'm Jim Schaefer. I'm former president of Schaefer General Contracting Services. At the time, I think there were three of us, three kids. He borrowed, I think, $2,500 from his father-in-law, and they started a business in the house. They started out doing a lot of renovation work, all residential, fire repair work. That was a big part of the business at one time, was insurance repairs. I came online with Schaefer in 1976, started pursuing more commercial work.
Jim asked me to be his partner. Well, yes, being a family business, obviously I'm part of the family. I'm the second oldest person that's been here. So I really enjoy it, and obviously very fortunate to have had the opportunity to work here.
Eric joined the company 18 years ago. So yeah, we were going pretty strong when Eric asked if he could come on board. We brought him in, put him in more of a management role to where it was organization, which he does a great job of, and worked his way through and helped the business grow even more.
Construction is definitely the hardest industry I've ever worked in. It is not a 40-hour week. It is on call. It's work all the time. Working during summers and spring breaks, coming to the shop on the weekends, picking up nails, picking up trash, washing trucks. And it's not just, oh, it's Jim's son. For Schaefer, for me, it's legacy, it's my family, it's something my grandfather started. And it was very important to me to make sure I earned everything that I was able to take on.
I started with Schaefer in October of 2006. I think for the better part of a decade, Eric and I probably did the majority of the out-of-town. When we started the Florida office, Schaefer was doing senior living and healthcare projects, primarily renovations. Managing projects in Florida for several years at that point in time. It's probably 3 or 4 years. Jim Schaefer looked at me and said, "Tyler, I had no idea you did so much work." He said, "I think we need to move you more into a project manager role." And in 18, after Eric had taken over for his dad, Eric said, "Well, I have this idea to expand the operations in Florida." We had a long conversation about the opportunities that it would present for our family. So I went home, had a very long conversation.
And acquired a company in Florida. We have gone from what I would consider kind of a mom and pop company to a more structured construction firm, and to lead it and run it more like a business.
When I can walk through and I can sit there and say, I was part of that, that's a big deal.
I want the legacy to be the relationships that we have, working with good people, for good people. You want to move that forward.
I do believe that with every generation, you have to find a way to give back, to make the business better than when you found it, and add something to the legacy that you are responsible for. So 3 generations is tough. With every generation, it becomes a little less likely of success. So I take that to heart, and it is very important to me to see this go beyond my generation. That will keep this company going for another 70 years.
I'm not worried about them messing up the culture. I know they will continue on the pathway that we've already established, just making it better. So I think they're going to do quite well.